first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A run for Nick Chubb. In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Fourth down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. Open man, and again it's Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And Gordon's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. Fielded at the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. Play fake. Mayfield steps away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Bridgewater again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 29 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And again, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Chubb will have the first down and much more. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Bridgewater. This is caught. Touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there. Here's Bridgewater. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Gets this to Fant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Bridgewater to Fant. 1st down Broncos.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw.
That's out to the flag for Gordon.
4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And oh, it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for 2. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. Well, there's no doubt this is going to be talked about for days to come. The decision to go for 2 in the win with all zeros on the clock, and they don't get it. Some questions to answer.
No doubt about it, and I'm always reminded by people I've worked with before, by coaches I've talked to. They always say you have to know what you're going to do ahead of time. Don't let emotion rule you, because the people on the sidelines, the guys on the team, let's go get it. You've got to make that decision as a staff during the week, away from everyone else. That's the question we'll be asking after the game.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.